And new this weekend, a promise from the Trump administration to 2 million of military veterans. There will be no cuts to benefits or services. That's according to the new Secretary of Veteran Affairs. His name is Doug Collins. The pledge comes after more than 1,000 employees were laid off just last week. And it's part of the administration's attempt to cut government waste. The Veterans Affairs employs more than 470,000 people. They're believed to be more than 18 million veterans actively using VA services. Here with us is Jim Whaley. He's a 20-year Army veteran, CEO of Mission Roll Call. It's a nonpartisan movement to help veterans. Welcome to the show, and I just want to thank you for everything you do, Jim.
Well, thank you for having me.
Let's start with that breaking news in Washington. 46% of Department of Defense workers are veterans. So what's your reaction to last night's firing?
Well, I think Americans want an efficient and effective national defense as well as a VA. So you have to make some changes from time to time to make sure that you cut out waste, empower those that are doing great programs, and then cut the programs that are not working.
I want to play a little more about that promise, however, from Secretary Collins. Here she's talking with my colleague Blake Berman.
The other side is trying to scare people. They're trying to tell us that we're cutting veterans' benefits. That's just wrong. In fact, like I just said,
so no benefits cut, no benefits, no critical services cut.
No benefit and no critical services cut.
Do you need to peel the budget back tens of billions of dollars maybe, or you're not willing to go there?
I think we've got a lot. I'm just, we're not right there, but get ready. The number will be substantial because we're seeing the things that should have been done into this, really when you focus on veterans, we need to peel off the things that doesn't need to be a part of what we're doing so we can focus on our mission.
Jim, do you take Secretary Collins at his word? And talk to me a little bit more about the services that are provided through the VA.
Well, I do take him at his word, and we'll hold him accountable and work with him to make sure that the VA can be the most effective and efficient agency. You can't expect to have the greatest military in the world if you don't have the greatest healthcare system that are providing life-saving services to veterans across our country. If you look at the VA after 2001, 2002 time period, there was 40,000 employees at the VA. Now it's 470,000 employees at the VA with a budget of over $500 billion. I think everybody can agree we want the very best services for those that have served our country. But we also know there's efficiencies to be had. We want the VA to be more effective, and we want world-class services to those who have served our country.
When you say the numbers like that, it shows us just how many people are being affected. Jim, whether it's the VA or other agencies, I just want to reiterate, roughly 1/3 of all federal jobs are held by military veterans. How concerned are you for veterans that are federally employed and now losing their jobs to these cutbacks that we're seeing really across the board?
Well, we hope that it's a fair system, right, to decide who stays, who goes, what vital services are there, what vital services they provide, and where they fit into this. The great thing about veterans is they want to continue to serve their country. And they do that across the fabric of our country, right? They serve as coaches, teachers, police officers, firemen. And so when you do hear veterans losing their job while they're serving their nation, that's disappointing. But we also understand we have to make sure that that's done in a fair fashion. And hopefully we can find other jobs and other opportunities for them to continue their service to their country. Veterans always want to continue to serve those who serve this country. And so we're happy to work with them. And Mission Roll Call plays a role in that, as well as other veteran support organizations, to help them find a new path.
I should mention there are 3 dozen Democratic U.S. senators. They're calling for those VA jobs to be reinstated. What hopes do you have that a reverse in policy could possibly happen?
Well, I think we're too early to tell. I mean, you can't bind the arms of the new secretary to try to do these efficiencies. Everybody wants a more effective and efficient VA, but then when cuts are made or decisions are made or changes are implemented, then you have people that are very upset about that. We have to let it go a little bit and see where it ends up. But Secretary Collins has a great reputation with a lot of veteran support organizations. He has served our country. So we are looking forward to working with him and helping to bridge the communication gap. There's a lot of veterans that still need assistance, and Mission Roll Call helps them find their path through the VA, as well as finding businesses to work in and things like that. So we look forward to working with the new secretary.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.